Hello, and welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to be discussing a very important topic to us as women, a very important topic to everyone in the world right now, and that is me and my finances. Actually, the world has changed too much, and roles have changed. Standard of livings have changed across the globe, and one major factor that seems to be a border, or that seems to be something that a lot of people are trying to get their head around, is how to manage, maximize, improve, and utilize their financial capacity. On this beautiful platform, we talk about women, growth, development, empowerment, like everything that we need on our journey to, fulfill our very important calling as women. There are lots and lots of like resources out there, but most times these are geared towards the male gender, yeah, because usually before, naturally, male gender was related to finance, and before now, women don't really do much financially like in previous centuries. But as we are growing into a new world, responsibilities are changing, and we need to also get to equip ourselves with these knowledges of how to navigate our present world, our present environment, and make the most out of ourselves. Welcome to the space. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. You're very welcome. And of course, I've already said this, on this space we talk about everything beautiful, growth, development, empowerment, and how we can make the most out of our lives. And stay tuned, do like, share, subscribe to this channel, because trust me, if you want an evidence, go and scroll through the previous videos. You will know that you're in for a very big ride. So let's get right into today's video, today's teaching, today's talk of I and my finances. So why did I choose to talk about this video? Because I realized that especially women, are struggling out there, because our roles have really changed. Before, it's fine, we could just stay back home, take care of the kids, take care of the food, just make sure the house is fine and everything is okay. But right now, with the economic situation of the universe and everything, we've come to see that a unilateral financial income cannot support most families, and we women will have to step into this financial role, this financial basis, and begin to make something very meaningful out of it for ourselves, to be able to support our homes, support ourselves, and live the best life that we can. I'm just going to be sharing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tips with us on how we can make the most of our finances as women. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just experience based knowledge that I've gathered, that I feel I would share, that can help you if you're in a very distressful financial situation. I recommend you look forward, or you reach out to licensed financial advisors to help you out. But these are just like tips that generally can help you make the most out of your finances. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about your mentality towards finance as a woman, especially. Like I said before, now it's not the usual norm for us to be bothered about money. Maybe previously our grandparents, our great grandparents, they were really not bothered. They might have done like little crafts at home that brought in income, but those crafts were not initially meant to bring income. For example, those of them that knit, they knit for the family. Those of them that sew, they sew for the family, and then as an extension, they can make income from it. Not that they were doing it solely for income. But if you try that in recent times, especially with the economic situation of the universe, our families will not be sustained. So we need to begin to debunk certain mentalities about money. The first thing I want you to know as a woman is that you need your own money, not to prove anything to anyone, but because as an adult, you need to be able to take care of yourself. You are not supposed to have this idea or mindset that, oh, I just need to finish school and then get married, and then whosoever I got married to is going to have financial responsibility over me. Fine and good, yes, it's your husband's responsibility to take care of you, but you are an adult and you have responsibility towards yourself and towards your family and towards the community at large. First of all, I would say we need to like do something about this mentality of living your whole life about around the idea that a man is going to like just fund you. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to do any business, you don't need to learn any skill, you don't need to learn any skill, any trade or skill anything. That is one of the major challenges that you're going to be having financially, because if you have the wrong mindset about money, I mean, you won't be able to do anything about it because you already believe that you shouldn't be doing anything about it. So welcome to the century. You have to wake up. You have to realize that this is the world we are in right now. You have to make something out of your life. If you want to live a classy life, if you want to live a fulfilled life, if you want to make impact, if you want to make anything out of your life, you have to, you know, tell yourself the truth about the reality in our current century, which is that as a woman, you can and you should have your own financial stability. Even like, I just don't like this idea of you have skills, you have things you can do, but as a lady, you just feel that no, I shouldn't be doing anything for myself because I'm going to get married and someone is going to take all the burden. You can really make so much out of your life. You can really bring so much value to the community. You can do so much for yourself if you change your mentality and begin to take responsibility for your finances. The second thing I want to share with us is you are responsible for yourself. I've brushed through this already. You are actually responsible as long as you've reached the adult age of wherever you find yourself. You are responsible for yourself. Your parents were responsible for you until you got into the phase of adulthood, and this video is for adults, so you are responsible for yourself. And to be honest, I mean, having this mindset of responsibility, having this attitude of responsibility gives you a high level of determination. It gives you this push to be the best that you can be for yourself. You are not like a second citizen. You're your own self. You're your first person. There is no other person that can replace you. So the idea of pausing your life, not doing anything for yourself because you have this idea that someone is just going to come and do everything for you, is a bit irresponsible in my own opinion, because you really can be doing a lot for yourself in your own self. See, this thing improves your mental health. To be doing something for yourself improves your beauty, improves your confidence, improves the quality of your life. I mean, you have something to live for, you have something you're chasing for, you have a drive to work towards, and this is the best way to keep yourself, like, I mean, if you're looking to become an elegant person or a notable person, a respected person, or you just want to live the best of your life, then taking responsibility of your own finances is the first thing that you should be learning if you don't already have that on your list. I mean, you were born into a home, and whether your parents were there or they were not there, someone managed to take care of you somehow, and you're now an adult. Let me announce to you, darling, you are now responsible for yourself. So this is the second mindset that is going to really, really help you to make the most out of your finances. I know you were expecting lots of financial jargons and what, and no, this is really like a mindset refrain. This is like the framework on which you begin to now build on that, those financial knowledges that you, because you can watch as many videos explaining how to manage money as possible, but if you have not sat yourself down to tell yourself, I am an adult, I am responsible for myself, I'm not doing this for anyone, I need to do this for myself, and put yourself in the right state of mind, you will not be able to make use of those resources that, I mean, you are trying to gather, ways to make money. How can I make money? Best ways to make money. Have you sat yourself down and actually agreed to yourself that you need to be financially responsible for yourself? The first thing I'm going to be talking about is understand your strengths and your environment. So when it comes to the topic of finance, you know, it's okay to go out to social media like you are doing right now and look for information. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is different things will work in different environments. What will work in African nations will be different from what will work in the Western world. What will work, in hot nations will be different from what will work in cold regions. That's exactly how life is. So when you're talking of finances, maybe you're looking out for opportunities, you're looking for skills, you're looking for career progression, or whatever it is that is related to your finance, I want you to keep in mind that you should take note of where do you find yourself. Because, for example, talking from experience of someone who have lived in two different worlds, I'm African, I am Nigerian, born and raised in Nigeria, brought up and live my the best, like the most part of my life right now in Nigeria, and now I'm in the Western region. I can tell you that one of the mistakes that I've made is trying to do finance in the West the way I would have done finance in Africa. That is a total disaster. First of all, one major thing that makes it a total disaster is in Africa, we do not have a credit system. We buy things offhand. You need to have your money cash, it's totally different. And when you come here, if you do that, you are not doing yourself any good. If you have no credit, you kind of have, someone with good managed credits is way better than someone that is buying of things cash in the West. So imagine I'm trying to make investments the way I would have made back home. Imagine I'm trying to do finance the way I would have done back home. Not imagine that's just the automated thing that I found myself doing, but it was a disaster. Yes, because I found out after months and months and months that everything I have bought outrightly did not account to anything. Like, it would have been way better for me to understand how the system works. I would have been able to make more use of it at that time, because when it comes to finance, environment matters. What you would do in Africa and be financially stable is totally different from what you would do in the West and be financially stable. So, first of all, I said this: change your mindset and your mentality about finance. Secondly, you are responsible for yourself financially as an adult. Thirdly, where you are determines your financial language. And also, after understanding your environment, it's very important that you understand your strengths, because most of us have different, not most of us, everyone have different strengths, different weaknesses, different things we can do, different limitations, different breaking points. So when you're going on your journey of financial responsibility, financial stability, do not just, it's good to learn and grow from people's experience, get knowledge, but don't just copy and paste without weighing this person that is doing this. What are their strengths and their weaknesses? Does it align with mine? Can I sustain this by my personality? There are businesses that are wholly dependent on your personality. I can't be wanting to run a, how do I put it? So I wouldn't be wanting to be the manager of a very social place, or a place that deals very socially with people, and I want to be the forefront person. A manager can even be in the room. Like, I want to be the receptionist that is receiving people into that place, and I'm very introverted. I'm scared to speak to people, but this place is like a bubbling, hustling place. It's a two-sided coin. I know you can tell me, yeah, the person can go to the place and begin to talk to people and all that, but we're talking about when you're trying to build your finances around things. Start from the known to the unknown. Start from your strengths before you start trying to invade and conquer your weakness. Start from where you are your strongest first. I hope that makes sense. The next thing I want to share is, as a woman, please do desire financial freedom. Even as whatever, as whoever you are, the desire of our hearts most times are what attracts things to us. Desire financial freedom. Like, don't see it as a very far-fetched, no matter the background you're coming from, no matter where you find yourself in education level or in career level. Desire to, not that you dream things that are not realistic, but at least desire in your own space, in your own capacity to be financially, wise and free, and have that capacity to be financially responsible for yourself. Because I don't think that the world's economy is going to like go back to when it was, where one income can take care of sustain a whole house, and everyone is fine and happy and smiling. So the earlier we begin to desire that, okay, I want to make something out of my life financially, I want to make the most I can out of my life. Desiring and pressuring yourself are two different things. I am not in any way advocating for undue pressure. And mind you, financial stability is not something you build in a year. It's not something you build in 6 months. It's something that I'm sharing this video to just give you that background, that base, that mindset that you need to be doing this, you can do this, these are the things you should consider, and then you begin to go on this journey. It's not like you just wake up today and like, okay, yes, I'm financially free. No. So please take pressure out of it. Whatever process that puts so much pressure that almost breaks you when it comes to finance is not going to give you stability. You need to walk through the process. You need to understand what it is. You need to build it. So when I mean desire, I don't say just imagine. Imagination and desire are two different things. You can imagine from now to next year and nothing come out from it. But when you desire something, it propels you to get knowledge, it propels you to take action, it propels you to, want to be the best, it pushes you. It's like a push that, spurs you to go forth and really, really, really get what you desire. Imagination can be, oh, I really wish I had, a yacht right now. I would have gone on a cruise journey. Desire is, I really want to have a yacht one day. What are the things I can do to put myself in the position to have a yacht in the next 10 years? Let me start working towards that. That is desire and determination. Imagination is in our heads, desire is in our minds, is in our hearts. And that's what is that strength that propels you into. So yes, it is, and please, no matter where you are, it is not an error. It is not a sin for you to desire to be financially stable. Actually, God wants us to be responsible for ourselves, because our society needs a lot from us, and for us to be able to play the role that we need to play for ourselves, for our families, for our society, we need a level of responsibility financially. And for you to be able to, for every job you get, even if you don't like the job, you looked forward to it, you attended an interview, you did something, you had an input to it. So you have to desire financial stability. That's what draws the knowledge to you. That's what draws you to be able to make that push. And so the next thing I'm going to say is what you were thinking this video was about. Get financial education. See, financial education is not £100 plus £100 is £200. Financial education is not I make 1,000, so I'm just going to make sure that I don't spend more than 1,000 in a month. That's not financial education. That is just limiting yourself. Financial education is going out based on your environment, based on your personality, based on your personal circumstances. You begin to find tools, resources, and knowledge on how to make yourself financially stable when it comes to managing your income, to be able to generate savings, to be able to handle your needs, to be able to generate savings, to be able to handle investments, and to be able to handle your debt. When you go out for the knowledge that you need to be able to handle your needs, that whatever the knowledge you need to manage whatever income you have, either manage it, build it, multiply it, or whatever you want to do with that income, whatever multiple source of income, one source of whatever knowledge, skills, and tools that helps you to manage that income enough to be able to solve needs, savings, investments, and debts. That is financial education. So it's not just about managing your income. No, managing your income for what do you want to do with this income? Now, when you talk about needs, what are my needs? What are my wants? That is an education of itself. When you talk about savings, what are savings? What are different types of savings? What are the advantages? What are disadvantages? That is a different, kind of knowledge of itself. Then talking about investments, what is investment? Based on where I am right now, what are the investment opportunities available to me? I mean, some of us just say investment, and what comes to our minds are big real estate, banks, things you can't handle. So that is why you need to get out and get financial education. Then when it comes to debt, most of you might think you don't have debts, but I mean, I don't think there's anyone that doesn't have debt somewhere. If it's not school loan, if it's not, except you walked through it. But as long as you're an adult, it's either you're using a phone that is on credit or you're using a car that is on credit. If you're in the Western world or back home, maybe you're owing someone, or you something somewhere that is taking income away from you, you know, that you're trying to restitute or pay back. That's a debt. So going out to get these tools that would help you manage these four major parts of your life based on your income is what financial education is. So when you've changed your mindset, taking responsibility that you are responsible for your finances, and then understood your strengths and your environment, and you've made that desire in your heart to be financially free, please step out and get financial knowledge of how to manage your income to be able to do these four things I just talked about. And then, very importantly, when you've gotten this education, make use of the knowledge. Most of us stop at getting financial education. We desire it, we get it, we know we are responsible, we take responsibility, and then we go all out, we do the maths, we understand what is income, what is expenditure, budgeting. We read, we watch videos, we see, we make researches, but we don't do anything about it. Like you're watching this video right now, I want you to go back, watch this video again if you need to. Understand what the steps I've talked about. Relate it to your personal life. This is a personal journey, it's not a group work. And then when you've gone out and gotten the knowledge that you need, see, previously you need really big boot camps. People that you think are rich, are well to do, they still go in search of financial education. They are attending workshops, boot camps, spending good money to pay for these things. Even if you don't have the money to pay for these things, yes, look for reliable. There are videos out there. You just need to sit down and make the research of which one is reasonable. You need to just know who to listen to. When you listen to something that is applicable to you, you would know. As an adult, you have that judgment. You can start from YouTube if you don't have money to attend financial. I'm not selling any financial class. I'm just here to give you that basic, knowledge, that idea, that put you in that frame of mind, that mindset of what you should be doing with your finance. So dear ladies that want to make the most out of the 360-degree aspects of their life, this is me saying to you, change your mentality about finance. Make sure it's the positive one you have. Understand that you're responsible for yourself as an adult, no matter your gender. Understand your strengths and understand your environment. Desire financial freedom. Get financial education when it comes to your income, to manage your needs, your investments, your savings, and your debts. And finally, make use of this knowledge. Do, act, put it into action. See, this is a process, no pressure on yourself, but start from somewhere. This is a process that is going to take time for you to change this mindset. It's going to take effort, it's going to take consistency. You're going to be intentional about this journey. You're not just going to okay, today I'm going to be intentional about my finance, and tomorrow be oh please, I can't stress myself about it. Because see, the truth is that the world we live in now, your quality of life, even your Christian faith, has a lot to do with how much you can do for yourself. Because it's going to get to that point where you need to live, you need to be able to take care of yourself somehow. And if you are not responsible to take these actions for yourself, you would be pushed to go against whatever values and beliefs that you have, because finance is a major part that deals with the major needs of our lives. So thank you very much for sticking to me to this point. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've restructured your mind. And my name is Precious. Welcome to the space. Stay tuned. Please do go back and like and subscribe and share and watch previous videos and next upcoming videos that will really bless your life, build your knowledge, and empower you. See you on the next one. Take care of yourself financially. Bye bye.